Okay guys, so we're going to be using interfacing. And yes, I'm close to the salvage edge over here, but that's going to get sewn into our thing, so I'm not worried about it at all. What we have is interfacing, okay? This is Shape Flex style SF101 made by Plone. It was on the bolt. I just had to get it like this. What I'm going to do, so we are going to have how many masks? We're going to have 4 masks, right? So then that means that I'm going to need 8 of these for each side, okay? Now, like I said before, we need 4 pieces. And this comes long, just like that. It's not doubled up. It comes long, just like this. What I'm going to do is place this on the edge just to see how much we're going to need. So we're only going to need this much. So roll it back out some more. And you should do your fabric like this too. So what you have now is, and it's going to be a little tough to cut, y'all. Hold on. What you're going to have now is 8 layers of interfacing. Now you want to go back out, go back ahead and get this. All right. This is the part that's going to get ironed down anyway. So go ahead and trace that around. Just line up your interfacing with your fabric. It's very simple. And then you're going to press them. I press mine all at once. And I'm going to show you how I set it up. You can also cut your fabric with your interfacing in one large cut and press it all together and then do your cuts, which is probably better, and that's what I'll do next time. Okay, you all, so here is our interface fabric that's being cut, and as you can see, because some of them went a little over on the sides, they're sticky, but they do peel right off, and we're going to trim them up. All right, y'all, and so here's our last one. If anything went over, just trim around your fabric piece. And so you guys remember how flimsy that polyester was earlier? Now it's actually a lot easier to work with, and it's providing your customer with more protection. So when you add this interface, and this is also a great selling feature because, you know, that's giving them more protection, but it's also a little bit more costly. So that's another thing you have to configure into your price. Okay, now we haven't done the lining yet, but we will do the lining now. Y'all don't need to see that again. And when we get back with the lining, we're going to go ahead and get this bad boy done. So what we're trying to figure out now is placement. So you see, this is our pattern. I think that is superly cute. And I think we got our U just about where we want it. What I'm about to do now is use my heat tape, because remember, this has to go onto the heat press the other way. The bottom of this is going to be up. So to avoid moving anything around, once you figure out your placement, you want to go ahead and try to tape this into place. Polyester side down, of course. Doesn't matter if you get tape on that side because it's not going to go on. It will go on that butcher paper that we'll have laid, but we'll just throw it away. That's that one. And this one is just kind of meant to be a little less busy, but to still give it a pop wow factor. Here's one thing now, when you look at this, right, you see white on this side, white on that side. That means those parts of your mask will continue to still be white, which is fine. Unless you don't like it, then you can, I'm sure, do something with with Photoshop or what have you and extend your color lines out. But I'm not going to do it for this. I'm going to do it just like how I'm doing it here. We're going to apply our tape, and then we are going to heat press this 390 degrees for 90 minutes. I'm going to have to do one at a time because my plate isn't big enough to do both. So I'll see you guys back when we are ready to reveal the results. Yeah, this is what I meant when I said it'll go onto your fabric. I mean on your butcher paper. So if you don't put a butcher paper down, this is what's gonna be on whatever's underneath, okay? Or when you're doing shirts and other stuff, when you don't put this in between layers, when you are sublimating, this is what's gonna show up on the other side of that fabric. So just want y'all to see that firsthand. And here is our one side of our template, or excuse me, our fabric. Ooh, ooh! Look at that, vibrant and popping. Y'all, I love this one. Oh my goodness, my husband gonna go crazy. I did him one earlier, but it didn't look like this. So I know he's going to want another order. But beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Look at that color. Oh my gosh. So that's the first one. We're gonna get the second one finished, y'all, and move along. Y'all, I done forgot to record. I had got into those other masks, and child, I looked up and I had already started on this one. Back stitch. So what you want to do is take your seams and point them out. So the seam should be pointing out towards you. With the interfacing, it makes this whole thing like a lot thicker and sturdier. So just kind of play around with it if you need to, like I'm doing, because I need to. And you can iron the inside of your, and I think I'm going to do that. So I'm going to just iron. So open them up like this, and I'm going to iron them to the right. And of course, you do not iron on your pretty side. Do not iron on top of that polyester at no point during this process. If you must iron it for some reason, if you have a reason, make sure you have something over that. All right. So see that, nice and clean. What I like to do at this point is fold this in about this much and do a straight stitch. And this is just going to clean it up on the outer edge. Back stitch. here's the finished product. Okay, it has the interfacing on both layers of fabric, and then it has a pocket for a filter, whatever you want to put in. Inside there you can, you know, tissue paper, the other masks that kind of, the elastic ones, not elastic, like accordion. And I don't know if you all remember me showing you a tutorial on the vent filters. You can even cut one of these to size and slide it in there. So I ordered these little baggies from Amazon, 100 of these for like less than $10, and slide them in the bag. Well, on the short end. This style is a bit too long for my bag, but that's okay. I just take one end and fold it down, child. Okay, like so. Has this piece of protective plastic. Just take it, fold it over, and that's how you get your packaging done. So I have several here that I did tonight, and I'm going to get those shipping labels created and get this stuff mailed off. Again, thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate the new subscribers. I appreciate the comments and the love. You guys have any questions? You guys think I should have did something differently or want to see something else? Leave the comment below. And as always, I'll talk to you guys later. Good night.